Beautiful. It's beautiful stuff. I hope you guys enjoy the end of that if you're watching it. Hopefully that ends right around the time this is starting to get enticing and interesting. Well, we're going to hop right in. We're going to hop right in. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner is the blue Terran player for Makers. Soul. And his opponent in the upper left. That's beautiful and amazing. It's your boy. Is Lambo. Lambo the Lambroni. Lamboni Lambroski. Oh, that's right. No, I'm dumb, A-Pop. It's next Thursday, so it is D&D. Shit. Yeah, that's alright. No, if you gotta log off, or if you're not gonna play and stream after D&D, I know you usually don't, then I can either see if I can switch with somebody, if there's anybody who'd rather work Wednesday, or, yeah, if it's not a permanent change, maybe we could go back. I just requested a schedule change to get Sunday nights off so that I could cast this stuff. So I don't really want to go request another day off. But at the same time, 2v2s on Wednesday nights are something I'd love to be able to schedule. And right now it's not possible. So that would be too bad. Alright, well, we've got ourselves a Reaper expand here out of Soul. Very standard opening. Lambo. Hatchgas Pool. The more standard openings you could not find. Oh, where's this drone going? Going to grab a cheeky little third base? Oh, it's hiding. He wants to grab a third base, but he's hiding right now. I like it, so that the Reaper can't stop the drone from leaving. Well, Reaper's gonna dance a bit. Drone's gonna turn into a hatchery. Taking the forward third base. This makes me think Lambo might be going for a cheeky play. You can do this, and it looks like Rainer Guru finally ended. Nice. You can do this and get the creep going real quick so you can pull queens with your push. So much Lambo cheering in the chat. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's Lambo. Gotta love you some Lambo. Hellion's coming out of Soul. Probably gonna join up with this Reaper. That seems to be the plan. Third base on the way. So, macro heavy play here from Soul. Not gonna go for that same Hellbat Marauder attack he went for against the laser. I don't like that attack. Hellbat attacks were something that I liked at one point. It's kind of like Glaive's attacks, where you're like, yeah, this will do big damage, and then Zerg players were like, okay, I'll just play a little safer. And then it was gone. Oh my god, his name is No Team. I just like looked at that and didn't realize what it was, but you're so right. Slowly. No Team Lambo. Teamless. Goddamn. Well, Cloaked Banshees are the name of the game here for Soul. I think Lambo wants to walk across the map with queens. He's got a Bane nest going down. He's gonna have Link Bane. He's trying to get the creep forward a little bit more. Nope. One drone dies. Reaper and Hellions get away. Is that a wall? I think it must be. It looks dangerously close to not a wall, but I think it is a wall. Is that a wall? Okay, that's a wall for sure. Is anything a wall? Guys, what even is a wall? Have you ever even so hard that you have walled? Have you? Lambo's got a lair on the way. creep spread continuing to move forward, but this Banshee says no. Stop it, it says. Oh, gotta pull back to the Spore Crawler here. One queen gets taken out, gets burnt alive. Burnt to a crisp. Oh, transfuses though. Looks like a drone went down. So far, not too much damage here, but Soul hasn't sacked anything just yet. Banshee's gonna join up. Join forces. The likes of which have never been seen.
Paused. Game resumed.
All right, and we're back. Fun fact, when the game pauses, my commentary pauses too. I actually pre-recorded this. This is all a replay. I got together with the players and said, hey, you guys are probably going to play against each other. Let's just record a replay. Did you see that? Did you see that? What the? It's the most unnecessary and cute trick I've ever seen. He shot both Banshees on one creep tumor, both Banshees on another, and then split them so they shot one on each, so he didn't waste any shots. The cutest little Maiko trick that was ever not needed to have happen. Well, Soul's got a third base coming up. He's got his 1-1 combat shields on the way. Should be getting into more siege tanks, more marines. This is a goofy wall. This feels a very goofy wall. Like I don't know what about this wall feels wrong, but I don't like it. It's fine. I just don't like it. I do, however, like this wall and this one as it starts coming up. Oh no, the SCV! Ripperinos. Now let's check what Lambo's doing. He's got Mutas on the way out. He's got 1-1 coming up. His Bane speed just finished. Some more creep being cleared up here. But once the Mutas come out, these units gotta get home. They gotta get home because the Mutas will just kill them all. Turns out absolutely none of this shoots up. Soul doesn't seem to have any idea about Mutas because he's not built any turrets. He's got an armory coming up. That's about it. Yeah, he's just about to see the Mutas for the first time. As soon as he sees them, pulls those Banshees back to join forces with the Marines. There are a bunch of Banelings here, and they do have speed. Lambo's letting the creep be cleared for now. Oh, I love this. The Hellions hitting over at the third base, forcing some units back, while the main army continues pressuring at the front. Hellions do get cleaned up. Mutas are hitting in the main base. Getting some of these reinforcement Marines. That's annoying. It doesn't feel like Soul's really going to be able to push forward here, though. Like, the longer he stays, the worse his army looks, as Lambo just makes more Lings and Banes. And Lambo isn't getting more Mutas. He's not getting +1 for the Mutas. Feels like the 8 Mutas are going to be it, at least for a while. Banshee pushes forward and almost dies. Not quite, but almost. Mutas are still being annoying. They're getting add-ons. They have a lot of add-ons, actually, it looks like. But not the end of the world here for Soul. And he should be able to just defend pretty well. He is reinforcing this push. I think this is necessary because, again, look at this army, especially... Oh, Lambo's going for a big surround here. Soul is pulling back. He's trying to get everything out of here. This tank is going to get taken out. Oh, Lambo wants to move in. Oh, perfect timing. Where are the splits? Yeah. Okay, there's some splits. Well, you know what? Soul did a lot better there than I expected. He did a lot better. There was a big target on a clump of Banelings to the side from those siege tanks. That did a ton of damage. I love how the Banshee cloaks as the Overseer gets over there. Some Marines pushing forward. Soul feels like he can keep pushing. He's got a tank in a nice little position here. Shooting a queen for now. Oh, beautiful targeting on those banelings. Soul has been really on top of that. Some Banes crash into the tank as well, which means there's not going to be enough to clean up these Marines. A bit of a misplay there by Lambo, letting a lot of those banelings crash into the siege tank. But he did need to take that out. There are a few Banes left, but he's morphing even more. These queens starting to go down. Ooh, that baneling hit wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. That ooh was, it was not really ooh. All right, Bane's coming in now. How's the tank? Focus fire, it's pretty okay. The splits are a little more important here. And because of all that creep that Soul cleaned up, he can just constantly push here. The supplies are pretty close. It feels like these mutas not really able to get too much done, but they can take out medevacs. While the rest of this fight's gonna chase these medevacs away. There aren't enough Marines here to keep them safe. Soul is just gonna keep pushing. He's just parade pushing at this point. He has no 4th CC. For once, Soul is not macroing like a madman behind this. He is just making more units. However, the supply gap does seem to be widening. 53 SCVs here. 12 have gone down this game. I can't check the income tab. Oh no, the mutas pop in from the backside, but that's not really that good. Marines splitting on all sides, taking a beautiful trade here. There's only a few banelings left. Are there just too many Marines here as Soul pushes forward? Oh no, he's taking out the Overlords. All right, Lambo's still not supply blocked, so turns out it's okay. Couple of morphing Banes down on the low ground here. He's got to get him on the high ground. It doesn't end up mattering. Soul just has too much, and his parade push across the map is too good. And Lambo has to tap out. Soul takes the first game of the series. Damn. Really nicely played there. All right, we're getting more people into game 2 here. Hopefully everybody that deserves to be in here. All right, looks like it. All right, Golden Wall is going to be game number 2. Ooh, that's exciting. I love me some Golden Wall. Can you imagine if Banshees could shoot straight? What if they had a mode where they could shoot straight, but it disabled cloak? And they were good. What if Banshees could shoot straight, but they were pretty good at it, but they couldn't cloak? And maybe it was like a lot of little attacks, you know, kind of almost like a Marine or like a Hydra maybe, instead of like a Viking, where Viking does like one big shot of damage and one big shot of damage. But maybe Banshees have like 5 range, no cloak. They could get like an upgrade for that. That'd be pretty cool. I like stuff like that. Stuff like that is cool. Anyways, let's get into game number 2 here. Spawning on the left-hand side of Golden Wall. Oh, put the score on the wrong side. He's down 0-1 in this series. Currently teamless, it is Lambo. The Lambro. And his opponent on the right-hand side, up 1-0 in this TVZ. It is Maker's Soul. With that big old parade push in the last game. It's a dirty build. It's a really, really powerful build, but it really builds on momentum. So if Lambo's able to kind of halt that momentum early, it flounders a little bit. It's one of those things where the further ahead the Terran gets, the harder it is to stop them. So you almost have to like get on top of it early. You know, you gotta nip it in the butt. Let's get rid of creep and just let Zerg always be fast. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. Every Protoss and Terran cried out at once and was suddenly silenced. Well, Reaper's gonna head across the map. We've got a pretty standard opening here. Ooh, Lambo going for a cheeky early third base, though. As I'm saying, standard. I mean, it is standard, but this early third base seems to be more popular. Among the Europeans than it was previously. Maybe because players like Soul are so annoying at blocking third bases. And it would take a while to mine this out to get back there. This Reaper has 2 kills, by the way. 2 kills. What a badass. It's going to come up and scout third. It looks like we're going to have Hellions once again. Early third CC for Soul. This seems to be much more favored for him, this matchup, if he goes for the early third CC. So far, of the 4 games he's played, the only one he lost against a Zerg was when he decided to go for a bad timing. Just a smaller BC then. No, what I'm talking about. Banshees are expensive, alright? What I'm talking about is an upgrade you get so it could transform into anti-air. It wouldn't necessarily be better than a Viking. In fact, I'd say give it less DPS than a Viking. Just make it shoot differently so you don't just overlap with the Viking, right? That's all I'm saying. I think it'd be interesting. I think it would be useless 99% of the time. But in some weird situation, like mutas and you win BCs and you have like 2 BCs, it might be more useful than having the Banshees, or not BCs, sorry. If you win Banshees and they go mutas or something, it might be more useful. Yeah. Could also be good against like certain cheeses, so you could kill Overlord. I don't know, dude. Literally, it's not like it's filling a role, so it's a terrible idea. I just like thinking about stuff like that. Like, oh, if you guys are talking about make Zerg players or Zerg be super fast off creep, but get rid of creep. That's interesting because then Zerg is faster all the time, but they have no vision, right? The vision is a huge part of why creep exists. So it's an interesting, like, just think about. I don't actually want any of it to happen. The day they ask for my advice is the day I know that StarCraft is truly dead. Spam this Rambo to help out Lambo. That's not enough spam, Dodie lol. That's not going to help him out enough. I'm going to need more Rambos in the chat right now. And if you guys have any emotes that rhyme with soul, get them in chat, boys. Get them in chat. Boys and girls, we need to spam. We need the Rambos. We need bowls or coals or I don't know, whatever else you got that rhymes with soul. That Liberator moved half an inch and it's gonna get like 4 more kills for it. Oh my god. Damn, 9 drones go down there. Hellions not trading great up here against the Queens, but that Liberator is so good. And Lambo's taking some big early damage. Third base is gonna float to the gold. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. 1-1 on the way for Soul. Lambo's just expanding up, so he wants to take the top left of the map. He is going into Aspire. He's got 1-1 and Bane speed on the way. So Ling Bane Muta it is. I think that's a very powerful way to play on this map. And neither player going below the belt here. They're not hitting below the belt. Alien's pushed away by the Queens again. Alright, okay. The Soul's gold base going to go up without too much of a hitch. Mutas can be pretty solid against this because there's no way, I mean, you'd have to go behind the minerals to really defend it. But yeah, just going to be Widow Mines, Biomine here out of Soul. Well, let's take a look. How many barracks are there? There's 8, my friends. We got ourselves another one of those cheeky 8 Raxes, and with the gold base actually, that's extra income here for Soul. He's got more depots on the way. He's gonna start pushing now as 1-1 finishes. Concussive Shell almost done as well. And there's still Hellions out too, which can be really helpful against the first couple of waves of Ling Bane here. Are Mutas out? Yes, there are 8 Mutas out. So they're gonna start hitting this gold base, which doesn't have a turret yet. Oh, they're gonna start doing a lot of damage here. Let's take a look at units lost. Oh, we have Game Heart this game. We don't have to look at that. And just watch the little counter in the corner. Soul's gonna keep pushing on creep here. Trying to push that creep back. 7 SCVs have gone down and the gold base isn't mining for a while. If we take a look at the income graph, whew, Lambo taking a big spike in his favor. This is very, very good. All right, the Hellbats morph to tank some of those Bane hits. Some mines go off. They get decent connections. There's not a lot of Banelings left. I think they did crash into the Hellbats, but there's not enough Marines left to fight the Mutas. And Lambo takes a really nice trade there. And I think that's kind of what I'm talking about when I say get on top of this, but he's got to keep going. He needs more Banelings to morph. He's got a few more coming. But he's so low on gas right now. Oh, he's making 8 more Mutas. That's why he's so low on gas. Takes that out. His Drilling Claws done? No Drilling Claws, actually. It's not even started. 2-2 started, though. Again, no 4th base with this. But a massive amount of Mutas here. 19 Mutas. And if Soul underestimates that for a second, this could be bad. Ooh, Widow Mines. Decent splits, not the best splits. Yeah, 1 turret, even with repair, not enough here. More of these SCVs gonna start going down. Soul's actually pulling back. These reinforcement Marines are not enough to combat these Mutas. And the Mutas are just cleaning up the reinforcements. They're cleaning up this base. And it is now a 2-base Terran versus a 4-base Zerg. And I think Lambo has successfully gotten on top of this build. Now can he keep the momentum in his favor? Takes out a couple Widow Mines and some Marines with that. Nicely done. That one relatively even trade. Oh my god, but the medevacs are completely out of energy. Look at the damage on these Marines. Not only have they stimmed, but some of them took some splash damage. Lings and Banes coming in. There are no more Widow Mines here. And Soul's gonna GG because he's lost 29 SCVs in the meantime. It's just about to go click on that, but we didn't get to see it. Oops. Hit the wrong button. I hit stay in game. But damn, there you go. Lambo able to tie it up 1-1. That 8 racks not working out twice in a row. Not working out. Spam this lol to help out Soul. I think it's better that you misspelled it. It's better. Spam this lol to help out Soul. Make Chicken Man the Blizz balancer. Big Uzi. I don't think you want it. I don't think you'd want it. What's up, lucky number 11? Alright, Everdream's gonna be our map number 3 here, as we're all tied up. Winner of this, I guess, goes to semis, right? Where are we at right now? Yeah, we're in the quarters. So winner of this goes to the semifinals, where they're in the money now. And the semifinals are best of 5, guys. Also, there's no guarantees we'll be able to cast both of them. In fact, we almost certainly will not be casting both semifinals. As soon as the players are ready, we'll get into this one. The rest of the bracket's starting to shape up a little bit. Hero Marine took out Euthermal. Clem still waiting for Raynor DNS now. Winner of this faces either Showtime or Hearthstone, because they're battling that out. Ooh, I bet that's a good series. That's a nice PvP right there. Ugh. Excuse me, yawning. More and more. The observing's a little slow today as well. I need that that Mapu observer, you know? We are just waiting. We're just waiting for our players to be ready. I don't know what we're chilling for. No, right now we're trying to decide if this person who was in game 1 and game 2 is a caster. They are not. So, they kicked. Yeah, that's the thing that sucks about lobby links. The only problem is we have so many damn casters. Like, look at how many casters are in that sidebar. And some of them have, like, co-casters too. You know? It becomes tough to know who to invite. That's why the lobby links are so nice, but... what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Alright, we're in game 3. We got here. It took a minute, but we finally got here. Let us hop on in to Everdream. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner is our blue Zerg player, currently teamless on the team no team because he's not on a team. It is Lambroski. Lamboni. And his opponent in the lower left-hand corner, playing for Makers. It's Soul. So I'm hoping we have a nice little macro game here. Kind of hoping Soul doesn't go for the 8 racks again. It worked in game 1, but I don't know if it's going to keep working. Oh, damn. Big Uzi 21. Dropping that subscription, the tier 1. What a hero. Thanks for the sub, my friend. Glad you're enjoying the content. We got the good shit here. I feel like the series today for the EU Cup were better than the KR Cup. That's not always the case. Not always the case. But today, it's definitely felt the EU Cup has been quite good. Now that I'm a sub, you have to be the new balance guy for Blizz. Yeah? Do I know? I mean, you know what? I would do my best to make sure that this game remained balanced. But also, I would probably change up the game a lot more if I was in charge. There'd be a lot more like, nope, that ability's gone, new one is in. Nope, we're changing shit. This unit's boring. We're changing how it works. Is it gonna be broken? Who knows? We're good. We'll get there. All right, factory coming up. For Soul, looks like he's gonna go into Hellions again. Oh, the Reaper's coming over. Can the Reaper get 2 kills? It's got 1 already. Oh my god. Reaper's running around, doing what you do. But the third base is down, no problem here for Lambo, and he's getting his speed up, got his queens out, actually getting pneumatized Carapace for some scouting. Soul getting into a nice early 3rd CC once again. I like it. Any dodgy betting people in lobby? No. It's just a bunch of memers who want to watch pro games. That's all it is. It's pretty rare one of them actually gets into the game. Because usually one gets in and you're like, hi, who are you? And then either they don't answer or they're like, oh, I just want to watch. And then you're like, oh, you can't. Bye. That's all it is. All right, Hellions are going to come up and join in. This hatchery. Look at how much damage this hatch took. And the queens. They got bopped. Bibbity bobbity booped. And it's going to be Cloak Banshee once again here out of Soul. So Hellions and Banshee seems to be the way he wants to open. That's good. You can keep the pressure on the Zerg. You get some good scouting information usually. You can see what units come out. Banshees can usually sneak behind the mineral lines here and see any sneaky tech. Like maybe a Roach Warren. There's the lair getting pretty close to being done as well. Lambo. What you got cooking here? Now this could just be roaches, right? He could just be going for roaches to defend against Hellions. Maybe he just wants to go like Roachling Bane or something, you know? But also, maybe he wants to do something else. So let's keep an eye on that. That is an Overlord Cocoon. That's not turning into an Overseer. That's turning into a Dropper Lord. Does the Dropper Lord Cocoon look different than an Overseer Cocoon? That's a real question right there. Fear Dragon, help me out. Okay, so this is, yeah. This is what I'm talking about here. Queens are coming out. And look at that. Soul sees the Dropper Lord and knows immediately what's coming. It's Queens. Sees roaches. All right. Bunkers are going down. The engineering bays are staying up, but I don't think he's going to start the upgrades. His stim, oh, his stim is so close. He's got Marines out. Banshees are trying to buy time, forcing the drops and the lift ups. Man, that lift up was goddamn immediate. There's an Overseer here as well. Oh, that bile. Did that hit the queen? I don't think so, but maybe. Bunkers are up. Soul is taking this very seriously. He's even got SCVs off the line to repair. There are Ravagers here, Queens. Not a lot of transfuse energy left. I think only one transfuse at the moment. Bunkers are being auto-repaired. Oh, a few SCVs going down to the biles. Queen's taking some damage. There's a siege tank back here as well, so if the units get a little overzealous, might be a bit of an issue. I like the dropping creep as well. Lambo just trying to do what damage he can, but he's got a ton of lings. He's going to try to sweep on in now. There are still Hellions on top of this ramp, though. He should be able to break this bunker. Can he break the second bunker? Oh, some big biles on the ramp. But the tank on the backside, double tank actually, shelling out on these units. And the repair on this bunker was just too good. Lambo gets turned away. 9 SCVs went down, but the worker count's still quite similar. And for a TVZ, I think Soul is fine with that. The army count is very close as well. Double Evo chamber going down for Lambo, so he's going to transition. He is droning up his third. But of course, Soul also has a third CC, so he can pump out a few more SCVs, and then he can lift it and go take his own third. His Overlord's going to spot the move out. 2 medevacs full of Marines. Oh, handful of Lings going to hit into the main base. This is so nice. Such good use of this Dropper Lord by Lambo. Getting double the value out of it. And in fact, these Lings could do a ton of damage. Souls should be able to see this pretty much immediately. 8 Lings isn't the end of the world, but still very frustrating to deal with. I'll have to pick up and get on out of there. Looks like Soul's going to go ahead and do a drop. Maybe in the main base. Just a few of these units are going to get cleaned up here. Now these Lings are still just kind of chilling up here. Third base is floating up to the top side. Here comes the drop into the main. Looks like the units are on their way back, but here's the real issue with Roach base compositions is they're super slow. Lingbane would probably be here already. There are the Lings. But one of those Evo chambers gets taken out only for a drone or a Marine or two. 5 drones also going down. And that means that +1 Carapace is going to be very, very delayed. And that's actually a big deal because that helps all the units instead of just the Lings and the Banes. Which, there is a Bane nest. But it's not up yet, so there's no Bane speed. Even Roach speed is just now started. Yeah, Lambo's 4th base is getting canceled. Meanwhile, Soul is starting to, I was going to say drone up, but start to get up some SCVs at that 3rd. That being said, Soul is way behind where he'd like to be on the upgrades. He has +1, but his +1 armor is just started. I don't think there is an armory. So he's not going to be able to start +2 up for any time in the near future. This drop gets cleaned up by the Roaches. They don't need to be fast if they're already where they need to be. Wow. Oh my god, is that a Pornhub themed special dual emote? You know, way back in the day, ooh, these Lings drop out. Oh my god, they turn into Banes. Soul is paying attention though. So the Banes are gonna go back and get in the Overlord and wait for a better day. Back in the day before Jugger GG existed, Juggernaut Jason was looking for a GG emote, and I made him a Pornhub themed one. Maybe I should send that to Special. See if he likes it. I thought it ended up pretty good. Alright, there are 3 medevacs full of Marines here. These Roaches are not going to be enough. This is a big drop out of Soul. Lambo's just trying to get on top of it a little bit as it starts dropping out, but he pulls back the Roaches to wait for the Lings. Oh, Carapace is going to get canceled again. Dude, Lambo is not allowed to get Carapace this game. Like, he drops double Evo behind it. Possibly because he wants it so bad. He actually canceled +2 melee in order to get it. These 2 Marines are going to drop out here and get a few drones. They will die. Soul auto-dropping in the main, but he's not going to actually want to do that. Lambo might get +1 missile and +1 melee at the same time with these 2 Evo chambers. Or I guess +2 melee, yeah. Yep, it's exactly what he does. Imagine the drop comes back in and kills his Evo chamber again. Oh, I wish. Soul's taking a 4th base in the meantime, so this isn't, obviously, I mean, we'd already be there if it was the same kind of 8-rack shenanigans, but it's not. It's actually double factory siege tank. And that's going to be really powerful against a heavier Roach composition. Tanks are very good versus that. It's just a nice adjustment from Soul against what Lambo's doing. Lambo changing it up. He does have an infestation pit. He's got his hive on the way. Another triple drop heading towards the main base. This is going to be spotted by this Overlord. And a double drop going to be heading towards the backside here. Right now it's 4 bases to 4. Lambo needs to get this 5th base up. Soul actually has better mining right now. Try to, snipes off some Banelings. Nicely done. Gets out of there. Let's check out the mining. Yeah, look at that for Soul. Very, very nice. It was Lambo favored for a while though, so we're heading into the late game now. Got Ghost Academy on the way. The hive is almost finished. Soul's upgrades probably aren't where he'd want them to be, and obviously not married up for both of them because things got sniped. But we're still getting there, and actually I'd say this is a relatively even game at the moment. I think Lambo does want more drones. Okay, he's got 5 more on the way, so hey, look at that. I was right. 70 is just not quite where you want to be against Soul, who he knows is going to be on fucking 80 drones. That's classic Soul memes. Soul's pushing out right now. He's got a lot of siege tanks. There's an Ultra Cavern on the way, Adrenal on the way. His +2 melee is going to finish pretty soon, which will help the Lings and Banes, of course. Some Vials going down. Ooh, they just missed that tank. Nice pickup from Soul. Actually, the last Vial missed it. Wow. Wow. Just triple drop. Heading on home. This push continuing to clear up creep. Might be able to push and force this to cancel. That'd be really nice for Soul, but Lambo doesn't want that to happen. I don't know if Lambo has enough to make that not happen, though. Triple drop is actually coming back to help this push. So Soul's entire army is going to be up here. Lambo's hitting from two angles. But is it enough to actually take this out? Some nice focus fire from these siege tanks on top of the banelings. Oh, and a couple of biles whiffing there, and Lambo doesn't clean this push-up, not even close. He needs a lot more banelings. He's morphing 26 of them right now, but he's losing roaches and ravagers down at this 5th base. And Soul is taking a really fantastic position here. It's going to be so tough for Lambo to break. However, with a few Vipers, a couple of blinding clouds could put some of these tanks out of commission. 5th base will get taken out, but while those Marines are down there, there it is, the beautiful blinding clouds. Lings and Banes crashing into the siege tanks. And all that gets taken out. Soul does still have some units out here, but yeah, he's gonna have to lift up and get out of there. All things considered, it's not bad for Soul. I mean, he's got a 5th base. He's even floating a 6th base over. Right now, he's on 80 workers, and he traded well. I mean, he's traded well this game. That first fight was really good for him. The second fight, a bit better for Lambo, I think. But so far, Soul even, roughly even, I think, all things considered here, with this big dip in his favor, and roughly even. Lambo may be mining a little bit better, but trading significantly worse. And I think Soul's in a really good spot as we get into the late game ultras coming out. I don't know if I like ultras versus this tank heavy composition. Fifth base is turning into a planetary. It's not there yet, but Soul has units to protect it. He's also double dropping on the top side. Lambo's gonna wait for the Banes. This looks like he's gonna be able to save this base for now. The real issue for Lambo here is he doesn't have anything that shoots up. He's making more units that don't shoot up. So these drops, well, maybe he can't drop out. He's never in any threat, right? A couple of Corruptors, I think, would really benefit Lambo here, just to be able to take these out, and also just in case there come out some other air units, like, say, battle cruisers, because there are 2 more starports on the way. There's a fusion core coming up. Or liberators. Honestly, could be any of those. Ooh, and it looks like ghosts are the plan here for Soul as he's making another Ghost Academy. This base does eventually go down. Oh my god, and these 2 Marines? Dude, these 2 Marines are badasses. 5 and 6 kills, clearing up creep and shit. Lambo is in a really tough spot right now. He is down a base against a Terran. And yeah, Soul's looking absolutely fantastic here. His creep spread is just not that great. And I don't really like his unit composition moving forward. I think this Spire needs to come up. Can't come up soon enough. 3-3 is about to finish here for Soul. It's not too far away for Lambo either. He does have his +3 Carapace. Well, it's a little far behind, but, you know, it got killed twice. What are you going to do? And it's a bit more of a passive time right now. Soul pushing out a little bit. That's a lot of Widow Mines. Oh, damn. That amount of Widow Mines is going to be so tough. And look at him clear that creep like a badass. This medevac scouting what's going on. Lambo kind of wants to come in for a multi-prong attack. Again, it feels like the real issue here is there's just no threat on these medevacs. I don't know why all these medevacs are all the way over here, but big counterattack attempt by Lambo, but doesn't feel confident busting into this. I think he could kill that planetary, but it'd be very expensive. Okay, Soul, please. Soul, please. No, we don't mind. Okay. Pulls back. Please put your medevacs over your army. Right now he's double dropping. He loses one of the medevacs. The other one has 2 Marines in it. That is the ultimate medevac there with 2 Marines in it. Okay, Soul, I'm gonna need you to do something for me. This is, what is this nuke? That is the I want to scare my opponent nuke. All right, Lambo's gonna go in for it. He does have some Vipers that he could use. He hasn't really used their spells yet. Look at all the command centers. The classic Soul move. EMP is going down, kind of whiffing at the moment. The Vipers are still around. Parasitic Bomb on the Medivacs. I like that a lot. Oh, he boosts the wrong one away, and Soul hasn't realized yet. His Medivac's taking a ton of damage. Oh my god, they don't go down there. Are you fucking kidding me? And this Planetary will go down. But at what cost? I mean, Lambo lost a lot there. Oh my god, and this Liberator has 4 drone kills on the other side of the map as well. Because look at this. Soul's just gonna float another command center over. He's not even really long distance mining that much. He's trying to take a 7th base. Lambo's blocking it temporarily. More orbitals coming up. Soul really loves his command centers. That is the ultimate Soul meme right there. Alright, now let's take a look at what we have replenishing this for Lambo. 9 Ultralisks. He's got +1 coming up on the Spire, so he does want to get some of them flying units out. But right now, he doesn't have any, so that is an investment for later. +3 missile attacks is finishing up. He has 3/3 on the Ultraslings and Banes. A big triple drop going to come hit this base while another Liberator sieges up over here. Lib range should be done. It is indeed, and there are a lot of Liberators out on the map. 8 right now. And Lambo's just going to tap out as he is losing a base at the top side, and Soul wins game number 3 here. Lambo not even taking that final engagement as he sees the fleet of Liberators. And